Disclaimer, this is not a I will teach you video. I just like to share what I learn every day. So until now, we've been explicitly tell TypeScript what type of value these variables will refer to. For example, we told TypeScript that my name will be of type string, and a bool will refer to a boolean, and my number will refer to a number which is 10, and random array will refer to an array of numbers. String array will refer to an array of strings. So this is called type annotation when we explicitly tell TypeScript the value of the type. But TypeScript is smart enough to guess the type of the value these variables refer to, and I will show you what I mean. Let's say we change this. Let's work with this. Let's say we change this const to a let, and we get rid of the type annotation, and later we change the type. Later we change the value this variable will refer to, and let's say this refer to 45, and we can see that TypeScript is showing us an error. It says type 45 is not assignable to type boolean, and we see that a bool is of type boolean. So we can see that even when we do not say TypeScript that a bool is a boolean, TypeScript has already guessed because we have initialized this variable with a boolean. So practically we can get rid of some of these type annotations, and TypeScript will not throw us any error. And if we hover over it, you can see that random array is of type number, an array of numbers. String array is of an array of strings. My number is 10, which is a number, and a bool refers to a boolean. So this works. So we can just change the value of false, and we got rid of the of the warning. So this feature of TypeScript, the power of TypeScript is called Type Inference, and the power is it can guess the value a variable refers to. So this is Type Inference, and this is very useful. So now the question is, if TypeScript is so intelligent, uh, why do we need to annotate? Like, why do we need annotations? So truth is, TypeScript is smart, but it is not that smart. So there are cases when we explicitly when we need to explicitly tell TypeScript what type of value a variable will refer to. For example, let's talk about this code. For example, let's say we did not, in this example, we did not initialize the variable in the same line we declared it. So we declared it in one line and initialized it later. So in this case, if we get rid of the annotation, we will see that TypeScript fails to recognize the type of the variable. So you see that my name is of any, and even when we declared it later, initialized it later, sorry, we see that TypeScript yet could not guess it for us. So it is still any. So in this case, we explicitly need to tell TypeScript that this will be a string. So when we declare a variable but we do not initialize it in the same line, TypeScript cannot recognize the type of the value it will refer to. Another example is when we write a function. Let's say we write a function and it's called add number, and it takes two parameters, x and y, and it returns x plus y. So we can see that this warning is coming because we did from ESLint. It is coming from ESLint. So it says add number is defined but never used. Just because we did not use it, it could not guess the. It is throwing us an error. But let's talk about this. So TypeScript is also throwing us an error. You can see the this three dots. It's not an error. It's a it, it it is a warning kind of. So if we hover over it, we can see that x is of type any, and it says X implicitly has any type. So this is why actually TypeScript is showing us these three dots basically. So TypeScript could not guess the the type of the parameters basically. So in this case we have to explicitly say this, that this will be a number and y will also be a number. And now if we hover over add number, we will see that TypeScript has set the type of the parameters. A and B are both numbers, and it will return a number. So TypeScript, even when we do not say the TypeScript what will be the return type, what will be the uh, what type of value we are going to return, basically TypeScript can guess it for us. But I from the course I'm doing, the TypeScript course I'm doing, I learned that it's a good practice to explicitly say what type of value we are going to return, and it's a good practice. And now if we use it, add number, uh, we just got rid of the uh, warning. So this is another example when TypeScript type inference does not work. And I know of another example when type inference does not work. Let's say I don't have an example for it, but I'll say it. So let's say we are making an API call to get some data from an external server, and let's say we are getting some JSON data, and we parse the JSON data uh, with JSON.parse. And even when we parse it with JSON.parse, TypeScript cannot guess what type of value JSON.parse is going to return. So these are the three cases that I know of that when type inference does not work. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.